but but unfortunately, the cancer relapsed during the last 2 months in January and February 2024. In spite of knowing his diagnosis, he never once asked, "Why is this happening to me?" He was the epitome of total acceptance. He declared 2 days before passing, "I'm okay. Nobody needs to feel sorry for me." Sekar breathed his last in total calm, silence, and peace. We thank God for giving Sekar such a peaceful ending without suffering. Thank you, Stephen. Can you please take over again? Hello, Stephen.
Yeah, I think Gopal tried to compress this 61 years, 64 years into, just, 60 or, 180 seconds or whatever, 5 minutes. It's very difficult, but I think I want to thank him for bringing all the points together. I think, thank you, Gopal, for summarizing it. If any one of your names are missed out, it is not by intention. We don't have all the data. We just collated from our memories and our what was available to us. The next section, we are actually going to, pray for Shaker's soul. We have four people actually coming here. Gopal, do you want to call them by names,
Yes,
especially
please. Yes,
the
please.
first two people from the Tiruvannamalai and your friends? Yeah.
Yeah. The first is Sri Sadgurunatha Desikar of Karukadipatti village. He focuses on Tevaram songs with musical intonation. For over 2 decades, he is one of the few Odwars actively presenting verses of saint poets in ancient temples, and is very popular at in whose presentation is everybody is seeking for those presentations. Shekhar actually had a YouTube channel, Vellur Sekar, in which he used to post videos of Sadgurunatha and his recitals. Sekar used to add the words and annotations to the recitals using a video editing software which he learned only for this purpose. I'm happy to call on Sri Sadgurunathan to commence the prayers, please. Over to you, Mr. Sadgurunathan.
Sadgurunathan, you can unmute yourself. Yes.
Namaskar. பழகிய நாட்களிலே சேகரண்ணா ரொம்ப இன்வால்மெண்டோட இந்த ரமண சந்நிதி முறை அண்ட் தேவாரம் அண்ட் திருப்புகள் எல்லா பாடல்களையும் ரொம்ப சில பாடல்களை மெமரி கூட பண்ற அளவுக்கு அவர் ரொம்ப அட்டாச்சா இருந்தாரு நம்முடைய நிகழ்ச்சிகளில. அதை எடுத்து ஒரு சேனலே ஆரம்பிச்சு பண்ணாரு. அவரு திடீர்னு இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சூழல்ல பிரிந்தது ரொம்ப மனதுக்கு ரொம்ப வருத்தத்தை அடையுது. இப்ப எங்க கோயில்ல உற்சவம் நடந்துட்டு இருக்கு. அவருடைய ரொம்ப விரும்பிய பாடல் திருவண்ணாமலை தேவாரம். அதை பாடி என்னுடைய கோயில் பணியை தொடர இருக்கு. உண்ணாமுலை உமையாளோடும் உடனாகிய ஒருவன் பெண்ணாகிய பெருமான் மலை திருமாமணி திகழ மண்ணார்ந்தன அருவி திரள் மழலை முழவு அதிரும் அண்ணாமலை தொழுவார் வினை வழுவா வண்ணம் அருமே. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். நல்ல ஆன்மா திரு சேகர், அவருடைய ஆன்மா எல்லாம் வல்ல இறைவனுடைய திருவடி தாமரைகளில் என்றும் இளைப்பார இந்த நல்ல தருணத்தில் பிரார்த்தனை செய்கிறேன். என்னையும் ஒரு பொருட்டாக கருதி இந்த சந்திப்பில் என்னை அழைத்ததற்கு மிக்க அந்த குடும்பத்திற்கு நெஞ்சார்ந்த நன்றியை உரித்தாக்கிக் கொள்கிறேன். நமஸ்காரம்.
நமஸ்காரம் ஸ்ரீ சத்குருநாதன்.
நமஸ்காரம் சார்.
நீங்க
நமஸ்காரம். நான் பிரசன்ன கிரியோட அக்கா. கிரியும் சேகரும் எவ்வளவு ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்ன்னு எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும். நம்பர் 1 ஃப்ரெண்டு கிரிதான் சேகருக்கு. நான் எங்க குடும்பமே உங்க குடும்பம் எவ்வளவு கஷ்டப்படுதோ அந்த அளவுக்கு நாங்க ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டு இருக்கோம். அங்கிருந்து எப்ப பார்த்தாலும் பேசுற வாய்ஸ் இன்னும் என் காதுல கேட்டுட்டே இருக்கு. நமஸ்காரம், எப்படி இருக்கீங்க அப்படின்னு ஆரம்பிப்பாரு. மனசு சரியில்லை, ஒரு பாசுரம் சொல்லுவோன்னுவாரு. எப்ப பாரு என்னோட பேசினா ஒரு பாசுரம் தான் கேட்பாரு. கடைசியா ஒரு 1/4 மணி 1/2 மணி நேரத்துக்கு முன்ன அப்பதான் எனக்கு தெரியும் அன்னைக்குதான் உடம்பு சரியில்லைன்னு. ஒரு மாசம்
கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் பிரேயர் முடிச்சிடுறோம், அப்புறம் உங்களுக்கு திருப்பி நான் கூப்பிடுறேன் ப்ளீஸ்.
சரிங்க.
பரவாயில்லையா? ஓகே
ஓகே.
Sorry for this, Stephen.
Yeah.
Next section will be.
We have Ramana.
Ronita.
We have Ramana. Gopal. We have Ramana and Ganesh ji. Do you want to call them?
Yeah. First, we will finish Ronita's Bible and.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Roni can come and. Yeah. You can just also You can also introduce yourself. How do you know Sekar?
I am Ronita Stephen. I have known Sekar since 2010. He's a very good friend of our family. Children just love him. He's a very affectionate person. We really miss him a lot. May his soul rest in peace. I'm just going to read from the Bible. John chapter 14. Verse 1-2. Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God. Believe also in me. My Father's house has many rooms. If that were not so, would I have told you that I am going there to prepare a place for you? Luke chapter 20, verse 36. For they cannot die anymore, because they are equal to angels and are sons of God, being sons of the resurrection. Amen.
Thank you.
Gopal sir, Yogesh बोल रहा हूँ.
Salma is there?
Yeah, I could actually. Salma says she is not able to join.
Okay.
She is saying that link is not working. I don't know because
Okay.
we have shared the link. So maybe we
Okay,
can
we
just
will-
skip
we-
it.
Yeah.
We can just skip it. What I'll do is I'll just ask Salma to come on audio.
Okay.
If that is okay, and
Sure.
we'll see.
Okay.
We'll just give one shot. Yeah.
Mama,
Look, I'll come back to everybody. Next, I would like to invite
मला बोलायचं असेल तर यांच्याशी.
Ramananji to come and say a few verses from Ulladu Naarpadu. Ramananji, can you please இங்க வர முடியுமா?
கேக்குறதா? ரமணன் வந்தாச்சு.
Yes, please. பண்ணுங்க, ஆரம்பிங்க please.
I am in Ramana Samajam Cholemedu. This place is selected by Sekar. Here, the 3 songs selected by Gopi ji, I am going to sing now. உலகு அறிவும் ஒன்றாய் உதித்து ஒடுங்குமேனும் உலகு அறிவு தன்னால் ஒளிரும் உலகு அறிவு தோன்றி மறைதற்கு இடனாய் தோன்றி மறையாது ஒளிரும் பூன்றமாம் அகுதே பொருள். பொழிப்புரை. உலகத் தோற்றமும் அதை காணும் தற்போத அறிவாகிய மனமும் இரண்டும் ஒன்றாக தோன்றி ஒன்றாகவே ஒடுங்கினாலும் உலகமானது மனதின் அறிவினால்தான் பிரகாசிக்கிறது, தனக்குத்தானே பிரகாசிக்காது. இப்படி இந்த உலகமும் அதை காணும் அறிவாகிய மனமும் தோன்றுவதற்கும் மறைந்து ஒடுங்குவதற்கும் இடம் அளிப்பதாய் தான் மட்டும் தோன்றி மறையாமல் பிரகாசிக்கின்றது எதுவோ அதுவே நித்திய பரிபூரண சத்தியமாகிய பரம்பொருள் ஆகும். Meaning in English, although the world and knowledge thereof rise and set together, it is by knowledge alone that the world is made apparent. That perfection wherein the world and the knowledge thereof rise and set, and which shines without rising and setting, is alone the reality. Song 2. எப்பெயரிட்டு எவ்வுருவில் ஏத்தினும் ஆர் பேர் உருவின் அப்பொருளை காண்வழி அது ஆயினும் மெய்ப்பொருளின் உண்மையில் தன் உண்மையினை ஓர்ந்து ஒடுங்கி ஒன்றுதலே உண்மையில் காணல் உணர். யார் எந்த பெயரை வைத்து எந்த வடிவத்தில் நினைத்து துதித்து வழிபட்டாலும் அந்த உபாசனையானது நாம ரூப பேதங்களற்ற அந்த பரிபூரண சத்திய பொருளை காண்பதற்கு அதுவே உரிய மார்க்கமாகும். ஆயினும் தனது யதார்த்தமான உண்மை இயல்பை உள்ளபடி அறிந்து அந்த சத்திய பொருளின் இயல்பான ஸ்வரூபத்தில் ஒன்றுபட்டு தன்மயமாய் ஒன்றாய் இருத்தலே உண்மையான தரிசனம் என்று உணர்வாயாக. Under whatever name and form one may worship the absolute reality, it is only a means for realizing it without name and form. That alone is true realization, wherein one knows oneself in relation to that reality, attains peace and realizes one's identity with it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ramana.
Thank you.
1 minute. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. I will 15 seconds. Give me 15 seconds. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Ganebhyo Ganapatibhyascha Vo Namaha. Namah Shambhave Chamayo Bhave Namah Shankaraya Chamayaskaraya Cha. Namah Shivaya Cha Shivataraya Cha. Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sagavirjankaravahi Tejasvinavadhi Tamastama Vidvishavahi. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You want to invite Ganesh ji, Raghul?
Is Salma there?
Salma is there. Salma, are you able to hear us, Salma?
Yes, sir.
You are on speaker. Everybody is hearing to you. Just to give the background, Salma is a daughter of Madina. They are based in they live in Chennai. Sekar has been a well-wisher of their family. He has been supporting her for many years for her education, for her personal development. Sekar recommended her, and she also works in our organization. I would like Salma to say a few verses from the Quran in memory of Sekar. Salma, can you speak loud, please?
Yes, yes. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. So the translation for this is in the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, master of the day of judgment, you alone we worship and you alone we seek for help. The path for those you have blessed and those you are displeased with.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Salma. Thank you for that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Back to you, Gopal. You can be online.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. We have finished with the prayer sessions. We will just observe 1 minute of silence, please. Thank you, everyone, for staying with us for the prayers. It means a lot to us as a family and friends. Stephen,
Yes.
can you please proceed
Thank you,
further?
Gopal. Now we are going into the remembrance section. We have many people here. We would like you to spend and say a few words. Please limit your time because there will be many people who want to speak. As a senior most person and somebody who has known Shekhar for ages, probably from the Fraser Ross days, I would like to invite A.V. Srinivasan to share a few words, please, today. AVS,
Yeah.
up to you, sir.
Can you all able to hear me?
Yes, we are able to hear you,
Yeah.
Mr. AVS.
Yeah, anyway, hello. Good morning, good evening to everyone. I am A.V. Srinivasan from Chennai. Firstly, I offer my condolences to Shekhar's family and his other friends here. I know Shekhar through Angelo Carvalho from 90s. More than a trusted advisor, Shekhar was a nice friend. Though he is not with us, he lives in our hearts. His dedication to his profession, integrity were excellent. We all miss this great soul. Of course, we can need to take a solace ourselves that he is in heaven, at least free from his recent sufferings. I thank Shekhar's family and Stephen in making this Zoom program to share my thoughts. Thank you very much for all for listening to me. Thank you all. Wish you all the best. God bless every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, AVS. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next, I would like to invite Shekhar spent a lot of time with Carvalho Associates, and Carvalho Associates was run by Angelo Carvalho, who's his, like a buddy, and they were running the firm together, and they were doing a lot of work together. And eventually, when Angelo passed away in 2010, Shekhar was a pillar of support for their family too. Today, we have the young son of Angelo, Roshan Carvalho. He is here to talk about this memories with Shekhar. Roshan, are you there, Roshan?
Yes, yes, I'm there. So
Okay.
you are able to hear me? Okay. Yeah. Guys, so you're able to hear me, right?
Yes, but
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Roshan. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Good
Roshan.
evening, everyone. So it's definitely sad to be participating in this event because I never expected a day when Sekar uncle was no more with us. So representing Angelo Carvalho's family, and my dad was Sekar uncle's senior in the Fraser and Ross days. And I think just to summarize the relationship with the Sekar uncle and us as a family, Sekar uncle has seen me as a newborn baby, and there are photos of Sekar uncle carrying me as a 1-year-old baby, to the photo that was shared few minutes back of Shekhar uncle carrying a baby, and that was my son. So I think that summarizes our life for the last 35-40 years. And that's a kind of a human that he's been to us, and he's definitely family for us. um, not not just a guide, a guru, a supporter, or a mentor, but he's definitely a well-wisher for us. And I think the most difficult time was in 2010 when I lost my dad, Angelo Carvalho, and Shekhar uncle, as always, was with us as a support and as a guide, professionally and personally, till almost the last week, or at least a couple of weeks back, whenever we saw him in Tiruvannamalai, a couple of days before he passed away, he still sat with me, spoke. He tried talking a few words. Definitely, that was the first time in the last so many years I've seen him. I've seen Shekhar uncle sitting in one place, not able to move anywhere. And that was very, very sad to see him, because a man who's always on the move, very, very active, who likes to give his smirky comments, who likes to pull my legs. That man who was trying to talk to me with a few words. It was a very sad situation to see, but I'm sure, like others told, he's in the best place right now, and I'm sure he's in heaven, wishing the best for all of us. So condolences to the family, and condolences to the family that's participating in this Zoom call also. So we will always miss dear Shekhar uncle, and he's always in our best thoughts and memories.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stephen uncle. Yeah.
Thank you, Roshan. So you had one of the senior most oldest friends and one of the young guys talking about Shekhar. I would like to invite Manjunathan. Manjunathan is a chartered accountant from Chennai. Manju is somebody who Shekhar, worked very closely for a few years and also helped them start their own business and grow. Manju, are you here? Manju, can you share
Yes,
a
sir.
few words?
Yes. Thank you, sir. My humble pranams to our treasured Shekhar. Humility and austerity were hallmarks of Shekhar. He was indeed special for us, and we were special to him too. He was simple and straightforward in his feedback, but he was very firm. He was a tough negotiator, and one could not take him for granted. He would not wish to appease someone just for the sake of doing it. He knew what would work for people around him. He led us in the spiritual path. His appreciation and understanding of me pushed me to work towards achieving business goals. He would often say, Manjunath, God is taking you in the right direction. Continue in the same path. Shekhar encompasses austerity, and it would be very right to say he was voluntarily simple, not that he could not have lived otherwise. He shared his Tanzania, Kuwait, and work life experiences in great detail. He could read numbers too well. He would listen to pain points patiently. He would create a win-win situation for all. As an auditor, his focus was simple. Have the risks been addressed and dealt with? As a chartered accountant, he would be interested in two important factors. Manjunath, how is the bottom line? Are you making profit? And are the cash flows good? He liked working with young minds. He was aspirational in his own way. We spoke at length and shared common interests during our Girivalam times. He was a true guide to our business in the most passionate way. I recall Mahatma Gandhi's words, there are no goodbyes for us. Wherever you are, you will be in our hearts. Thank you.
Thank you, Manju. I really appreciate those wonderful words. I would like to invite somebody very special who has really worked shoulder to shoulder and created great things for Wellington Institute. Professor Dr. Rajesh Aparnath. He has worked very closely with Shekhar and they solved some of the biggest problems and helped the business to grow in the field of software. I would like to invite Rajesh to talk a few words about Shekhar and how they work together in Mumbai.
Yeah, thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Gopal. Am I audible?
Yes, Rajesh.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we are gathered here with heavy hearts to remember and honor our dear Sekar. So, actually, he was not just a colleague, but a friend and someone whose presence really brightened our days. Sekar actually brought so much to our workplace. His dedication, passion, and positive energy were infectious. He was a silent contributor. We had a fortune of working with him from nearly, I guess, from 2006 to 2010. These were the initial days of the launch of online education in India. And we means our institute, Wellington Institute of Mumbai, we were probably one of the pioneering institute to bring the concept of online education in India. However, we could not have succeeded without great support of Sekar during those earlier days. Even though, as Gopal mentioned rightly in the beginning, even though he was not a hardcore IT or software person, he pitched in to support Gopal as well as to the institute. He used to work nearly 14 to 16 hours in the campus and ensured that the foundation built by Gopal was made stronger. And a lot of credit in the success of our institute as a leader in online education in India and globally, as well as in my personal growth, goes to him. Again, while leaving for overseas assignment in the year 2010, on my personal request, he ensured to hand over the project to his very close friend, Mr. Jonas Stephen, who has frankly till date ensured all the IT and software support to us without ever bothering about any financial returns. This speaks a lot about value system of Gopal, Sekar, and Stephen. On a personal front, he was a very dear friend to me, and I always cherished his company. Many may not be aware, but even after leaving Mumbai, so many of his old junior colleagues who had worked with him even just for a few months were regularly in his touch, looking forward to mentorship and all kind of support. Like Gopal mentioned in the beginning, once you become a friend of Shekhar, you are always his friend. Even till last few days, he always went above and beyond, never hesitating to lend a helping hand or share a kind word. His contributions were invaluable and he will be deeply missed. In this moment of grief, let us all remember and also remember that the joy Sekar brought to into our lives. He leaves behind a legacy of hard work, professionalism, and kindness that will continue to inspire us. May the memories of his laughter, friendship, and accomplishments bring comfort and strength to Sekar's family and loved ones. As we bid farewell to a dear colleague, let us cherish the moments we shared and carry forward the lessons of humanity he taught us. Sekar will always hold a special place in our hearts, and his spirit will live on in the work we do and the lives we touch. Rest in peace, dear Sekar. You will never be forgotten. Thank you once again, Stephen and Gopal, for organizing this event and giving us an opportunity to share our feelings. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rajesh. Thank you for taking so much
Thank you,
time
Rajesh.
in your
Thank you.
invaluable time and sharing your thoughts with all of us. We really, really appreciate it. I At this point, I would like to call out somebody who I don't know personally, but I have heard many times about him. Uh, Sheni Elaji from Tanzania. Shekhar worked for him and his business. we would like to invite Shani Laljil to come and share a few words, please. Yeah, if is Shani present today? If Shani is not available, I think we can ask
His
Nargis
wife,
to share.
yeah.
Nargis to share a few words, please.
Hello, she is muted actually.
Okay.
Can
One
you just
second.
spotlight her?
I think
Yeah,
I can.
I'm trying to locate her. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's there.
Yeah, I can. Rajan is there, so I'm sure Shani is there. So let me. Can you call Rajan? He's with him. If he's not there, then I think Shani is there.
Okay, I'm just
Good.
trying to locate you in the online thing and the spotlight on you, guys. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, it's very difficult to say. I think Shani was a better person, but for us, Shekhar was very close to me. It's very difficult, really, to express my feelings or our feelings. But more than a friend, he was a family. I know he's at a better place. And I also pray that one day we will see him there. It was excellent. All the gem of the world. I've never seen a person like him. May God bless him and may rest his soul in peace. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
We really appreciate you taking time. Is Shani available?
Actually, I'm not with him. He's in Kigoma, but I saw Rajan is there.
Okay.
So I think he's Rajan.
Yeah.
Can you
Okay.
get
If they are online, we can get them.
Yeah, because I saw Rajan just now.
Rajan, you are there? Can you speak?
Rajan?
Okay.
I don't know where they are.
That's okay. No problem. Thank you. We'll have Ramanan. We want to invite Ramanan to speak. Is Ramanan available? Ramanan? Hello? Okay. Ramanan, I don't know. I'm not able to get him. So I'll move to the next person in the list. I have myself here. I don't want to say much. It's been a very great experience working with Shekhar. I have been in a different side of Shekhar where Shekhar has always leaned on me for, amplifying his ideas. Like he want to help somebody, he will ask me, how can we do that? We just think about something and we do what we can do. It's about people. It's about anything that he has mind. He always used me as a soundboard and amplifying to amplify his thoughts. And through that process, I learned a lot. Definitely, one of the things that really I enjoyed with him was, how he was able to relate to people at all ages, and he was able to genuinely uh, be warm and friendly with others. And like many of you mentioned, right, walk a straight path, uh, uh, take a firm stand, and yet be totally compassionate. I think that is something I really learned from Shekhar, and I will carry it as his legacy with me. My children and my wife, they are really fond of him, and many of my friends are also Shekhar's friends. So it was really difficult for me to digest that. But I think as I saw him, what he went through, and I also learned a bit more about Ramana Maharishi through that process. And I think he really walked the path of Ramana Maharishi, and he attained the lotus feet. I think somewhere it was all designed for him uh, to be close to Ramana Maharishi and Tiruvannamalai, and get to the heavenly abode. So I really wish him, a lot of peace and happiness in the afterlife. And I also want to share my thanks to everybody in Shekar's family for really taking care of him so well. It was just amazing to see everybody in the family pitching in for Shekhar and ensuring that every day passed well. Uh, I think it is a wonderful family too, and no wonder Shekhar was great, because he is part of that family, and the family itself is wonderful, as I could realize. Eh, you know, even though later, but I had the opportunity to can know them better all through these days. Uh, with that, I would like to invite the next person who can actually contribute.
Ganesh ji.
Yeah. Ganesh.
Yes.
Yeah, Ganesh, please.
Okay, shall I speak?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Good evening to everyone. I am Ganesh from Tiruvannamalai. I am known to Shekhar for the last 15 years. And in those 15 years, we have been very close to each other. On several occasions, we have traveled to Tiruvannamalai together. And about 5 years, before 5 years, we were instrumental in building an apartment here in Tiruvannamalai, so that we will continue to stay here and practice our spirituality in the line of Ramana Maharishi. I would like to share the following lines on Shekhar. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya. Rainwater never stands on high ground, but runs down to the lowest level. The sun showers by sending sun rays from the high skies to the down earth. God's mercy remains in the hearts of the lowly, while it drains off from those who are vain and proud. Saints express concern for others by making help to flow from the have to the have-nots. Shekhar fits the above frame precisely. Shekhar lived his life to the fullest, not the normal mundane fullness that everyone seeks, but the fullness of concern for well-being of his surrounding society. I wish to remember Shekhar, good, wise, and ardent follower of Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi, every year on 12th February with a get-together and prayer in the place he shed his mortal coils. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya. அன்பார்ந்த ரமண அன்பர்களே, அடியார்கள் இடத்தில் அன்பு கொண்ட உள்ளவர் திரு சேகர். அடியார்கள் உள்ளத்தில் இடம் பிடித்தவர் திரு சேகர். அடியார்கள் உள்ளத்தில் குடியிருப்பவர் ஸ்ரீ பகவான் ரமண மகரிஷி. ஆகையால் சேகர் பகவானின் உள்ளத்தில் நிரந்தரம் இடம் பிடித்து விட்டார். திருவண்ணாமலையில் அமைந்துள்ள இந்த கட்டிடம் உருவாகுவதில் மிக ஆர்வம் காட்டியவர் சேகர். இதில் தனக்கு என்று ஒரு குடியிருப்பு சொந்தமாக கொண்டிருந்தார். இங்கு அவர் நண்பர்கள் அனைவரும் வந்து தங்கி இருக்கிறார்கள். அவர் விருப்பமாக இங்கு வந்து தங்குவார். இறுதியில் இங்கு வந்து தங்கி பகவானிடம் தன்னை ஐக்கியப்படுத்தி கொண்டார். இனி வரும் காலங்களில் திரு சேகரின் சகோதர சகோதரிகள் மற்றும் அவர் உறவினர்கள் இந்த குடியிருப்பில் வந்து தங்கி திரு சேகர் விட்டு சென்ற இறை பணியை தொடர வேண்டும் என்று பகவானிடம் விண்ணப்பிக்கிறேன். சந்தோஷம் சந்தோஷம் சந்தோஷம். ஓம் நமோ பகவதே ஸ்ரீ ரமணாயா.
Thank you, Ganesh ji. We had the opportunity to see you when we were in Tiruvannamalai. I would like to invite somebody who was very close to Shekhar.
Ramanan, sir. Ramanan here. Sir,
Yes,
Cholemed
Ramanan
Ramanan
is here.
here.
Okay,
Yes,
Ramanan,
yes.
yes.
Yes,
Ramanan, go ahead,
okay.
Ramanan. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya. Namaskaram. இந்த ஜூம் மீட் ஏற்பாடு செய்த ஸ்டீஃபன் சார் மற்றும் நம் சேகர் குடும்பத்தாருக்கு நன்றி. சேகர் சார் என்னுடைய வாழ்க்கையில் கடந்த 15 வருட காலமாக மறக்க முடியாத நண்பர். நல்ல பண்பும் அன்பும் ஆன்மீக சிந்தனையும் எல்லா மதத்தினரையும் சமபாவமாக மதிப்பவர். பகவான் ஸ்ரீ ரமனிடம் அதிக ஈடுபாடு கொண்ட பின் என்னுடன் பழகியவர். திருவண்ணாமலை ரமாசிரமம் சோலைமேடு ரமண விழாக்களில் என்னை பல வழிகளில் உற்சாகப்படுத்தியவர். ஏழ்மையில் வாழ்பவர் பலருக்கும் ஆன்மீக சிந்தனை உள்ளவர்களுக்கும் வாரி வாரி வழங்கும் வள்ளல் உத்தமர் அவர். எனக்கு தெரிந்தே அவர் சுமார் 30 லட்சம் ரூபாய் ஒதுக்கியுள்ளார். அவருடைய சிறப்பு குணம் ஹியூமிலிட்டி, எளிமை, சிம்பிளிசிட்டி மற்றும் யாருடைய குறைகளையும் அதிகமாக பார்க்காமல் அவர்களிடம் உள்ள நல்ல குணங்களை கொண்டு பழகுபவர். அவருக்கு எதிரிகளோ விரோதிகளோ இல்லை. ஆன்மீக பாடல்களை ரசிப்பவர். மேற்கூறிய குணங்கள் உரிய நபர்கள் தற்காலத்தில் காண்பது மிக அரிது. இறைவன் அவரை என்னுடன் சேர்த்தது என் முன்னோர்கள் செய்த புண்ணியம் என்றே கருதுகிறேன். ஸ்ரீ சேகர் சார் நம்மிடம் தற்போது உடலளவில் இல்லை என்று வருந்துவதை காட்டிலும் அவர் நம்மிடம் இன்றும் என்றும் இருக்கிறார் என்றும் நினைத்து இந்த ஒரு நாள் மட்டும் போதாது, வருடத்தில் ஒரு நாள் அவரை நினைவில் வைத்து ஒரு விழா எடுக்க இறைவன் எங்களுக்கு அருள் புரிய வேண்டும். அதற்கு நாம் ஒரு சேகரை இழந்தாலும் உடலளவில் பல சேகர்கள் அவர்கள் வீட்டில் இருக்கிறார்கள் என்பதை உணர்ந்து இப்போது நான் ஒரு வார்த்தையை கூறுகிறேன். கேளாது அளிக்கும் சேகர், கேடு இல்லாத புகழ் உடையவர் சேகர் மற்றும் கேடு செய்யாத அருள்பவர் சேகர் என்று பகவான் ரமணர் கூறியதை கூறி, சேகர் அவர்களின் சீரும் சிறப்பும் செயலும் உணரலமும் பேரும் பெருமிதமும் நான் பேசுதல் பெருநகையே என்று சேகர் அவர்கள் ரசித்த ரமண புராணத்தில் வரக்கூடிய வார்த்தைகளை கூறி, அதாவது முருகனார் அவர்கள் பகவான் மீது எழுதிய பாடல்களை கூறி அமைகிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I'd like to invite Savita. Savita has been a pet of Sekar. Sekar has been taking her as part of her family, and she has just in the recent past 6 months back, Sekar took the entire family to many temples in Tamil Nadu. Savita lives in Mumbai. I want to call Savita to share a few words. Savita.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to express my feelings. Actually, when we heard that Sekar sir attained the lotus feet of Shri Ramana Maharishi, we were shocked and disheartened. Even my daughters started crying because my daughters were also very much attached to Sekar sir. Recently only, our entire family went to Coimbatore also, and even Chennai also. He had specially come for us to he had taken care of he was like our godfather.
So Savita, Sekar really loved you much, and I'm sure he will bless you and your family. So just pray for his soul.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. we have Michael here. Michael is another person Gopal and Shekhar have worked with. Rajesh Aparnath has also worked with him. He wants to share a few words. Michael, are you there today? Michael, are you there? Looks like we don't have him. It's
I
okay.
think Sudesh is there. Sudesh.
And Sudesh, please.
This is Sudesh here from Mumbai. I think it was in the year 2006 when I first met Shekhar at Wellinger Institute, where I was called for an interview to work with Gopal sir and Shekhar at Sukasu Computers. It was me, it was Savita, it was Michael, all of us worked together. And you can understand that it was a camaraderie between us, and Shekhar was part of that. I would like to accept here that my existence in Mumbai till now, the big credit goes to Shekhar, because when you talk to him, he can sense your inner feeling. He used to sense your inner feelings. What you want to say and what you are not willing to say, he can sense that. And the way he helps you, all of us here know it better, we know that. We used to have a lot of conversation related to mythology, related to literature, related to all sorts of things in the world. And then you realize the inner personality of Sekar. We have, particularly I have a lot to talk about him, because me and my brother Avnish, all of us, he was senior to me in life. He had seen the world much more than me, experienced person. And we used to get the blessings in different forms from Shekhar. That's all from my side. But the Shekhar is there with us. I feel like that. Yeah.
Thank you, Sudesh. That was really wonderful. Gopal, there are a lot of your family and others, friends, whom I may not know. If you could just call out a few people, and then we are also
Sir, you can, excuse me, sir. You can call out Yogesh. He would like to talk about Sekar, sir.
Yeah, Yogesh is there.
Hello. Hello, Gopal sir.
Yes, Yogesh.
हाँ गोपाल सर योगेश बोल रहा हूँ.
Yes, go ahead.
सुन सकते हैं गोपाल सर मेरे को?
हाँ, हम सुन रहे हैं, आप बोलिए.
हाँ गोपाल सर कि राघवन सर से मेरा बहुत जब 2006 से मुलाकात हुई उनके साथ, तभी से मेरा बहुत उनके साथ लगाव रहता था. दूसरी बात, राघवन सर बीच में, राघवन सर 2006 के बाद मेरे से बहुत नजदीक आ गए, मेरे से बहुत बातचीत करते थे. एक बार जब मैं उनको फोन करता था कि राघवन सर को, कि राघवन सर, तो राघवन सर उधर से बोलते थे बोल भाई. तो मुझे लगता था मेरा बड़ा भाई है वहाँ पे, समझ में, मुझे लगता था बड़ा भाई है. हर कुछ प्रॉब्लम रहता था, महीने में, 2 महीने में, 3 महीने में मैं बात करता था उनसे से. अभी जब उनको ये बीमारी होगी, तब मैं उनको मिलना चाहता था, लेकिन मेरा उनका मिलना नहीं हो पाया, क्योंकि मेरे पिताजी को भी कैंसर डिटेक्ट हुआ था. दूसरी बात कि जब मैं दिसंबर में उनसे फोन किया था, तो बोल रहे थे कि मैं बहुत अच्छा हूँ, मेरे को कुछ नहीं है. और अचानक ये सुनने के बाद मेरे को बहुत दुख लगा उनका, और मैं उनको मिल नहीं पाया. ये मेरे को बहुत दिल में रह गया मेरा. दूसरी बात, मेरे को लगता है मेरा बड़ा भाई अभी नहीं है इस दुनिया में, राघवन सर, गोपाल सर. मैं उनको कभी जिंदगी में भूल नहीं पाऊंगा. आप तो जानते हैं कि जब भी मुंबई में आते थे, वो मेरे को मिलते ही थे. एक बार उन्होंने मेरे को पूछा था कि मैं 5 बजे स्टेशन पे आ रहा हूँ, योगेश भाई तू आएगा क्या? मतलब गोपाल सर, राघवन सर, मैं 4 बजे, आप 5 बजे की ट्रेन है ना, तो मैं 4 बजे उधर आके खड़ा रहूंगा. इतना उन्होंने मेरे से अच्छा रिलेशन रखा था, इतना मेरे से रहते थे। आज उनके जाने के बाद है ना, मेरे को बहुत दुख हो रहा है गोपाल, गोपाल सर। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू योगेश फॉर शेयरिंग। बहुत अच्छा लगा कि आपने ये टाइम लेके इधर आके हमको सुनाया, शेयर किया।
अगर गोपाल
बहुत
सर
धन्यवाद।
आप मुंबई में आएंगे ना गोपाल सर, तो मेरे को मिल के जाना फिर।
हाँ हाँ, हम जरूर जरूर भाई, 100%। ओके।
हाँ ठीक है।
Gopal, can you please call
Stephen,
out a few key people, and then we are coming to the end
uh,
also.
yeah, actually we have already crossed the timing also. Can we just say, if anybody would like to talk, let them raise their hands and then we will call.
Yes.
Otherwise, we'll close the session.
Yes. Anybody want to share a thoughts, few words, please?
Bhushan would like to talk, sir.
Where is Bhushan? Because I'm not able to locate the name. Bhushan is here.
Stephen G.
Yeah, one
Hello.
second. Yes, Bhushan. Yes, Bhushan.
Yeah, very good evening to all of one.
Yes.
It's a very shocking news for us when Savita has told me in the morning. Actually, she forwarded a message by 7 o'clock that she come to know about the Sekar sir at night. But she forwarded me a message at morning 7 o'clock. I was so surprised. So I called her. Savita, what you are writing? Please make sure before sending such kind of messages. She was crying that time, and she was so crying that I couldn't speak with her. I was so surprised how it's going to be happen, because when the Sekar sir last time came to the Mumbai, we take a selfie also, and he was so happy to meet us. And I don't know what the God knows, what was in the mind of the God and his. He was so quite happy. He came to our department. He invited everyone. Me also, uh, to come to Chennai. Whenever you have the plans to come to Chennai, please let me know. I will arrange. I will do something for you. So a lot of things he talks, we discuss, and that I don't know suddenly what's happened. One day I came to know from these guys, Savita and Ujjwala, ki this Shekhar sir got something illness. I say to the God, please, please God, save this great person who makes the humanity, who teach the people how to get human behavior, because we are working at the beginning of the Sukas Foundation. That's from 2006. As Rajesh sir, our senior, says that's the beginning. When we start the journey at 2006, we seen that Gopal sir and Shekhar sir working jointly, but the Shekhar sir from the technical background, he's taking the books and he's sitting in front of the PC to writing the queries from that books. But the delications I can say about his work very hard, and just me and my family saluting them about their delications. He's worked near about 13 to 14 hours. Once we got a query for something which is not going to be work in application, he took in the efforts in that. Even that time Michael was there with him. Michael, the Raghavan was there. So many people, but the delegation we called as a team members. He is a really good person. As a family head, we can say that when he was there, we are just relaxed. Like somebody is there who's taking care for us, so we are relaxed. But it's very difficult to say something about and more words about him. Really, I will pray to God to bless his soul. Basically, he called me from the 2006. Whenever he coming to the Mumbai, we are talking on phone. Bhushanji, Bhushan Maharaj. You always called me as the Bhushan Maharaj. Now that words has just kept in my mind. That's it. I'm never going to be heard about this word again and again in future. We, my family, my wife, Mamta, Shekhar sir knows, Gopal, Raghavan sir also knowing, because these people came to my marriage also on my personal invitation. It's a really good person. We can learn from the person what is the humanity, how we can build a relation. Really, I pray to the God, please, please, God, rest his soul. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bhushan. Thank you very much. Anybody would like to share a word, and then we'll close this session. Gopal, if that is okay with you.
Goku Nimmi.
Bhaskar Sharma.
Goku.
Bhaskar Sharma is correct. Yeah.
Gopal.
Nimi, I'll
Goku
come to you
Nimmi
next.
person.
Yeah, I know. I'll come to you next. Bhaskar Sharma wanted to talk. Let him finish.
Before you complete, Gopal and Stephen and Tyagarajan, before you complete, at the end, just give me 1 or 2 minutes. I will, just chant few words, which I used to chant along with the Sekar when I was in Kuwait. So with that, you can later on close it. Thank you.
Okay. Nimi, go ahead. Nimi, then go ahead.
நான் வந்து ஷேகரோட சித்தி பொண்ணு சித்தப்பா. ஷேகர் வந்து ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ். இந்த மீட்டிங் பார்த்தாலே தெரியும். நாட் எல்லா ரிலிஜியனும் are expressed entire, not only India, outside. மீட்டிங் பார்த்தாலே தெரியும். Such a great soul. நாங்க வந்து 3 சிஸ்டர்ஸ். ஆனா எங்க அப்பா அம்மாக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பையன் வந்தான். He's great. He's really great. அவருக்கு பிடிச்ச கடைசியில ஆனா எல்லாரும் பத்மாகும் எல்லாரும் கடைசியில அவருக்கு பிடிச்ச திருவண்ணாமலையில கொண்டு வந்து he was there. He spent his last days. So is really a great soul. A distant relative. எல்லா ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸை பார்க்குற மாதிரி ரிலேஷன்ஸ் எல்லாரையும் அவங்க எனக்கு தான் தெரியும். எங்களுக்கு வந்து இவாளை தெரியும் அவளை தெரியும். we will not be in contact, but எல்லா ரிலேட்டிவ்ஸ்ல every nook and corner of the part of the people he knows, till his last date he was in touch with everybody in the family. It's a great loss. நிஜமாவே இன்னும் டைஜஸ்டே பண்ண முடியல.
Thanks, Nimi.
Thank you. I think
anybody else would like to speak, please?
Yeah, Shani from
MC.
Kigoma.
I would like to say a few words. Just made it myself just to decide. My name is Joseph and my wife Josie. We live in Kuwait, and my wife used to work with Gopal sir for an IT firm for almost 17 years. And through Gopal sir, we came to know Sekar sir. And once when we met him, like, it was really nice because he really spoke very good things and always advised me about health, about taking care of myself, go for walking, and about yoga, a lot of spiritual things. And even when he was not well, he was in Chennai. He sent me one CV, of somebody, and he said if I can help him here in Kuwait. I tried my best, but that was the time there was a lot of issues in Kuwait. Jobs were difficult. I think it was quite issues to get the visa, but I tried for him. And also, whenever he used to come to our house, like a few times he came, basically he used to like my wife's appam, because my wife is from Kerala, I'm from Goa. And he used to give advice to my elder son and younger son as well, and also the sambar. So we still remember him a lot, and we're going to miss him, and I'm sure he's in safe hands. Our blessings and prayers to Gopal sir and his family to be strong. And that's it. My wife
always will be in our thoughts and prayers, and he was a very gem of a person we ever met.
Yes,
we miss you, Sekar.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph.
Can I speak, Shani?
Yeah.
Can I speak?
Yes, Shani.
Yes. First of all, condolences to you all for the sad demise of our very good friend, actually family friend, Sekar. I came to Bangalore and I met him for an interview in 1995 or 96. That's when he came to work for us in Kigoma, Tanzania. And within that process of 96, our children also were young, and he was always close to them. He used to remember their birthdays, our anniversaries, and he would always wish us every year, even if after he left Tanzania for India and back to Kuwait. There was never a time when he would forget anybody's birthday from my children, my wife, myself. He was a very loving person, very nice, very kind. We used to have really good relation. He was not like an employee to us. He was a family person to us after some years. And he would always take care of the business. And sometimes he would even argue and fight with me. I mean, fight in terms of words that, no, you don't have to do this. He was so much attached to us. So it's a great loss for all of us and a great loss for you all. And we always keep in our prayers, and he used to keep us in his prayers. And until the last day, I have Rajan, who has been with Sekar and me here for many years. Sabari Rajan, I think you all know him, and we always used to ask about him, and he always used to contact us until the last few months of his sad demise. So once again, thank you very much to you all for giving us an opportunity to talk together, you, the family, and his friends. And me and my wife and my children, we really miss him. And we always pray for him. Thank you very much.
Kishani, much appreciated. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes. Yes, Shrikant, you wanted to.
Yeah, thank you so much. I am Shekar's classmate from Vivekananda College, from pre-university to BCom. And I left Chennai in 1981. And after that, I lost touch with him for some time. But we have always been in touch whenever he used to come to India. He used to talk to me. And I still remember, I also used to know Angelo Carvalho. So when Angelo passed away, he called me when I came back to Chennai in 98. And Sekar called me and said, why don't we meet in Angelo's office? Why don't we see what we can do to, how the firm can develop in his absence. And again, last year, when he came to Chennai, he came to my house and then we had a good chat. And then again, last week, 6 months back, he sent me a message saying that some temple, is in need of funds. Can you do something? So I think while I don't know much of Shekar's side, on the career, the work side and the influence he has had in many others' lives. I think these are some examples, which reconfirms his consistent principle of helping others, whoever come to him for help. I think that is one thing which I think is paramount in his entire life. I think we should celebrate that aspect of him, and it is good that I could also, manage to have spend a couple of minutes with him when he was in Tiruvannamalai just before he passed away. I think it was, my fortune to meet him in those days, even though he couldn't talk much. I think me and my classmate Bhaskar, we had come there. And may his Atma attain Sadgati at the lotus feet of Ramana Maharishi. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Shrikant,
From my entire class of 1981 BCom Vivekananda College, I would like to, wish him safe, this thing, and Ramana Maharishi's lotus feet. Thank you so much. My condolences to all
if
friends
you
and
are,
family.
we understand that you are a friend, and we understand that he asked you to help somebody else, and that's a way. If you are a friend of Sekar, you would have helped somebody else, and that's how he gets his blessing, right? So, yes, Gopal, I think if you could do the closing remarks, and I think Rajan can also say the last
Can I speak few words?
citations.
Yeah, there's somebody else who wants to speak, please.
Who's that?
Yes, please. Yes, go ahead. Your name is not there. Your Samsung
Hello.
number is there only.
Yeah. Hello. Good evening. Good evening to all.
Hello.
This is Rajmohan from calling from Chennai. Actually, my association with Sekar started in 1990. His family was in Ambattur as well as mine. So we were traveling together to Tamil Nadu Petro Products through van, and we were having a close chat. And when we enter into the van, he makes the entire atmosphere lovely. Thing is that he makes very friendship very easily and keeps things, all the moments very cheerful. And after that, we worked together in Speak Fine Chemicals too. And we had a great days. After that, I left to some other two Gulf countries. and he left to Tanzania and other places. But we were keep on touch with him every time, and he pulled me to many of the religious activities to realize myself in the religious path, as well as he is very helpful person to many people. He links other people how he can help in helping others. So that way he is a very great person and very smiling, and he not only friend to me, he was a friend to my entire family, and the entire family also known to him. That is how he moved with many members. So now I could hear from his family members and others how a great soul. I missed him. I was in London at that time. I was deeply shocked to hear his things, and and I is my heartfelt condolences to express my deep sadness to the grief time, to their family, to give support and their friends. Maybe we can follow his step of helping others. That is the way we can give a respect to his soul, great soul, and he is the epitome of humanity. And there is no words. How can I describe Mr. Shekhar? It's a great loss to me, but physically he is lost. But by in memory, he is ever with us. And at this time, just to pray for him in the soul. So once I came to, actually I met 8 months before. I went to Coimbatore specifically to see him. He was all right, and he said he is fully recovered. And I have a Sai Baba temple. Every day I make a archana for him so that he recovered fully. So still few days of his past, he was keep in touch with me. He said, I'm all right, everything okay. But when I heard his passed away, it was a great shocking to me. So at this time, I just with my family members give a prayers, and so that he is in the lotus feet of Ramana Maharishi, and he blessing us, and we follow his path of helping others. That is the way we can put his things in his heart. And thank you very much for organizing these things, and thank you for giving time to express my feelings. Thanks.
Thank you, Ramavan. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Can I request Bhaskar Sarma to come back, please?
Yeah. Sorry, my voice is very bad. I'm also traveling, so if there is a myself and Shekhar along with M. Srikanth, we are college friends from pre-university days. We had a great time. A very lovable person. There are 3 things which will attract anybody to Shekhar. One is his love for human beings, his laughter, and his spirituality. All the 3 things moved us towards him. And we had the fortune of meeting him in his last days at Tiruvannamalai. And I pray God that he should attain the lotus feet of Ramana Maharishi. And incidentally, we are also very close to Ramana Ashramam. I was happy to know that he is also close to Ramana Maharishi and Ramana Ashram. I pray God that his soul attain Sadgati. I thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to speak on behalf of Sekar. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bhaskar.
Thank you.
Is there anybody else who would like to speak?
Ajahn wanted to do the recital and then.
Yeah. We will then close. Stephen, can you take over?
Yeah. Rajan, you want to do the final bhajan and then we'll.
Yes, I'll do one. This is the one. See, we are still in the rut. My wife is still in the rut. I'm representing her also, not only for myself. She is, physically and spiritually very close to him. So she has not yet recovered. So I just what I want. You have all of you have already told what is to be said and what he has done, and these are all monumental. I will just chant a Shivapuranam few lines with normally myself and Shekhar used to chant in the evenings at Kuwait. Om Namah Shivaya Varga, Nathan Tal Varga, இமைப்பொழுதும் நெஞ்சு நீங்காத தாழ் வாழ்க கோவழியாண்ட குறுமனிதன் தாழ் வாழ்க ஆகவும் ஆகி நின்ற அன்னிப்பான் தாழ் வாழ்க ஏகன் அநேகன் இறைவரடி வாழ்க. This is the way he lived like this. ஏகன் அநேகன், everybody is like Ishvara to him. செல்வர் சிவபரத்தினால் சிவனடிகள் பல்லோரு மேத்த பணிந்து திருச்சிற்றம்பலம் திருச்சிற்றம்பலம் திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். ஹரிஓம். I close it, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raju.
Yeah, on behalf of all who attended today and behalf of the friends and family, I want to thank each one of you for taking part in this. I think he has just showed us the way that, just being who you are and doing a few, not doing many things, but doing the important things to people around you, you can lead a very, very meaningful life. I think that is the key takeaway. If we can all lead meaningful life by just following Sekar on a few things, I think we can carry forward his legacy. With that, I want to thank and close this session for all of you. We will be in touch one way or other. Thank you very much. Gopal, if you want to close it.
Yeah, Stephen, just one or two sentences. Basically, I would like to take this opportunity to thank every one of you who have come here and stayed right through the entire meeting. And I really would like to thank Stephen for making this arrangement and having the initiative to put together a meeting which will stay in our memory forever. This, I would like to close the meeting. I have one request. Please share with us any photographs or videos that you have taken with Sekar. That will be cherished by us. As well as please send us your email addresses. Right now, if you can put it in the chat, we will collect it from there. Otherwise, please reply in WhatsApp, give us your email addresses and contacts so that we can stay in touch. Some of you, most of you, in fact, we have your contacts, but I think a few are not available to us. I would request everybody to please take the opportunity to put this in the chat box here, or at least reply in the WhatsApp. Thank you very much. Thank you for all being here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Gopal sir. Thank you,
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much.
I personally thank you and thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, all.